Welcome to John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. It was too windy to go to the Bay of Green Bay as planned, so we headed to the Menominee River in Niagara, Michigan.
Fleet Farm presents John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. Fleet Farm, the ultimate fishing headquarters.
Just a big, beautiful fish.
Oh, is that awesome? Holy moly! Oh my God! It's a huge fish! It's a huge fish!
This is amazing.
What do you got?
Oh my gosh.
Yes, folks, today is August the 4th, and last night a cold front moved through, and I'll tell you what, it is chilly today. What, 62 for a high?
Yeah, and it's super windy back home, so we decided to come up here.
Well, we were supposed to be on the Bay of Green Bay today fishing walleyes, but it's just too windy. They had 5-6 foot waves out there, so we drove up to Pembine, and you've never been here. This is the Menominee River, the river that actually divides Wisconsin and the UP. And Ryan, the photographer, and I have been up here many times. It's just a beautiful river, isn't it?
Yeah, it's gorgeous, and I'm so excited to fish this river. I've never fished before.
Well, what we have here is smallmouth and largemouth.
Cool.
There's a few walleyes, but we'll concentrate on the bass. If the wind dies down tomorrow, we'll head out on the bay for some walleyes.
Sounds good.
Hey folks, we'll show what we're using and how we're using it, all of that coming up right after this.
On the water, every second counts. So when there's a fish at 3 o'clock, be right on time with Mega 360 imaging. Every sweep of our newest technology offers 125 feet of absolute clarity all around your boat, so you can see fish and every detail in every direction. With a clearer picture of what's below, you can catch fish like clockwork. Mega 360 imaging, only from Humminbird.
What's the difference between a good net and a great net? Simple. It's all in the features. Fortis nets by Clam Outdoors are tough, safe on fish, easy to use, and a telescoping handle. Learn more about Fortis nets at clamoutdoors.com.
Are you ready to ride? It's time for the Yamaha Get Out and Ride sales event. 0 down, 0 payments for 90 days on every single Yamaha motorcycle, ATV, and side-by-side. Plus, amazing customer cash offers. See your local Yamaha dealer today for huge savings. Then, get out and ride.
Hey, welcome back, folks. As I mentioned at the top of the program, fishing the Menominee River, and actually that side of the river is Niagara, Michigan, and a few miles south on that side of the river is Pembine, Wisconsin.
That's pretty cool.
This is known for smallmouth, and we're going to fish wooded shorelines. So what we're going to start out with is a weedless Kalin's jig and just a wacko worm, but you can pull that through the wood a little bit with that weedless gar down there.
Yeah, absolutely, especially if there's some weeds through that wood.
Oh, there we go, folks. We'll see what we got here. You got largemouth and smallmouth here, and that is a largemouth bass. And look at the dark coloring on this fish. That's the kind of interesting thing, though, about working the shorelines on the Menominee River up here, is both the smallmouth and the largemouth use the same kind of water. This was just a couple of casts later, folks, and I think I got myself a smallmouth bass on this time. Boy, do they fight in this river. Oh, ho, ho, ho. I don't know if I'm going to need the net or not, but boy, this guy's putting up a, yeah, well, let's just flip him in. But again, look at the weight of this fish. Now, this is about a 13-inch smallmouth. Look at the build on that. And again, that's the value of using that weedless jig with a wacko, too, because I'm casting into a lot of wood. Hey, Blake, get your line fixed up. They're starting to bite. They're starting to bite. Hey, here we go, Blake.
What is it?
Come on up here. You might have to net this one.
All right.
I don't know. He was sitting right next to a log. That's not a bad bass right there.
Oh, there you go.
Well, you got to tell the folks how long. Hey.
I would say it's been at least 4 hours since we caught a fish.
But I mean, this is, like we said at the top of the program, an extreme cold front.
Yeah, that is true. It's probably one of the coldest days in a few weeks. So.
Yep, and
that probably has affected the fish.
They're not big, but they're really well built, nice fish to catch. And he was sitting real tight to shore. Ooh, there you go. Hey, I'm gonna have to grab that clam. That's a nice fish.
Ooh,
that's a nice fish.
I was sitting down too.
Well, that's when you do the best, when you're relaxing.
Ooh.
Here you go. Ooh, very nice smallmouth, Blake.
Woo.
Get him up one more time.
Ooh.
One more.
On,
there we go.
Yay.
Wow, is that a beautiful fish,
Nice.
Blake?
Some excitement.
No, that fish is gorgeous.
Yes.
That's pushing 4 pounds.
Wow. And yeah, with the wacko worm, honestly, I remember Josh telling me it's always when you least expect it.
Now that fish was not near shore either, was it?
We tried all the shore. Oh, we should probably get away from shore right now.
Yeah, well, that's all right. I'll start the big engine here and back us up a little bit.
We don't have a guide today, so today's a little different, but we're having fun.
Hey, welcome back, folks. I'll tell you what, the wind died down a little bit on the Bay of Green Bay overnight, and we're fishing off of Oconto and going for walleyes. And what we did, we got some waypoints from our friend Brett Jolly, who's out guiding muskies today, and we're fishing a weed flat out here. And I'll tell you what, Blake, we still got 2 to 3 footers. So yeah, what do you think of the waves? Are you keeping your balance?
Yeah, I am. And actually, I asked you earlier if this body of water ever has been calm, and you're like, honestly, when it's wavy, it's better fishing. So hopefully these waves help us today.
Well, okay, let's see what we got here. We have ourselves a small walleye.
Oh,
but show the folks the green weeds, though. The green weeds is what we're fishing.
Yeah, and I was showing you earlier before that I was catching the weeds. I was like, that's a good sign. So hopefully we'll get some bigger ones, but hey, we found some life.
You know, folks, when I do seminars, people ask me a lot of times, what happens if you don't catch fish? Well, we caught those 5 or 6 fish up in Pembine. That was it. So we stopped over in Oconto for a couple hours. We had 4-foot waves over there. You caught a 12-inch walleye. Now, today is Wednesday.
Yeah.
The waves have laid down, so where do we go to save the show?
Dale!
Yeah, we stopped there. We stayed at Sand Bay Beach Resort last night, and I'll tell you what, if you are looking for a beautiful, quick vacation, if you live in Milwaukee or Chicago, the resort is the place to go. Sand Bay Beach has a beautiful beach, beautiful rooms, and I consider it to be Door County's fishing headquarters, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, Dale will save our show today. Hey, buddy, good to see you. And
well, good to see you guys.
Yeah, I know. Well, you always save the day, but we're going to go out and do some smallmouth fishing today. And what we're going to be doing is using Ned rigs. Now, rigging a Ned rig the right way. All right, show us.
So essentially what you want to do, John, is we've taken a worm here. It's typically like a 5 3/8 or whatever it might be. You cut it in half, which we've done with our scissor.
Okay.
And now what you're going to want to do is you're going to take it and you're going to centralize the hook as you start threading it up onto the shaft of the hook.
Okay. Super glue.
And I'm just going to put it over here like so.
Okay.
And you want this, as you can see, you want it nice and straight. Should be symmetrical if you can help it. It takes a little time to do that. And the advantage of the super glue, John, is even though it's got the keepers, smallmouth are extremely aggressive. Especially the small ones. When they hit, what happens is they will physically, I'm going to show you what happens. They will physically tear the bait out like so. And now basically it becomes
useless.
It's not as good at this point, where the super glue eliminates that from pulling back and pulling that bait off like that.
Now, I got to admit, Blake, Ned rig fishing is boring to you.
It's slow, but it catches massive fish.
Okay, so you cast it out, and we're fishing a rock reef out here in about 12 feet of water, and what do? You
let it go all the way down the bottom. Once you see it goes loose, you do a little reel.
Yeah.
Let it go back down, little reel, and then you can get a fish.
Can he save our show?
Oh, he can.
Hey, look at that, old Art's got one on there, the famous ophthalmologist from Cedarburg, Wisconsin. This guy can fish, I'll tell you, folks. Hey, Arts, feel pretty good, buddy? It feels like a good one.
Art, you know, John, he always catches big ones. It's unbelievable, the size of the fish. And John, believe it or not, Art's got a huge following on Facebook.
Art's got a huge following on Facebook?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Art, turn to the camera. Now really, seriously, dude, you only catch the big ones?
I try to.
Yeah, well that's awesome, man. And you fish with Dale about how many times a year?
30 days.
30 days a year. Well, I'll tell you what, I could have used you in the boat about a month ago when I had my detached retina. Well, look at that one, Dale.
Yeah.
That's a nice fish, and you know the nice dark color on these fish.
Yeah.
And Art, are smallmouth your favorite, Art?
Absolutely.
I don't blame you, buddy.
Woo!
All right, now, yeah, Blake moved back there with Art
I
so
know,
she could
after
catch a fish.
After he caught one, I was like, I'm moving next to him. Oh, thank you.
Well, Blake,
Woo!
you and I have never been a real fan of fishing slow with those.
No, it's tough.
With those, what are they called again,
The
Dale?
Ned
Ned rig.
Ned rig.
Yeah.
And so what is? I haven't never had a bite on a Ned rig, Blake. What does it feel like?
It was a light hit, but once he got on, it was a good fight.
Yeah, but I mean, Dale, the hit isn't real distinct, is it?
Yeah, so basically, John, you're gonna get two types of bites. One is gonna be what I still refer to as a present bite to do with walleye. So when you go to turn the handle, you're gonna feel resistance. That's a bite. The other bite's gonna be as the jig is actually descending. Then you're gonna see the line tick and you're gonna feel that.
Okay, Dale, I put on a wacko worm with a Kalin's jig just to see if they'd hit that, and they did.
I like that.
Ooh, buddy, this feels good, man. I don't know, can I get them in from the front here? Or am I
Yeah,
gonna
you'll
have
be
to go?
all right.
Okay.
You'll be all right.
Boy,
Just
it
keep your
felt
rod-
good to get a nice bite there, pal.
Keep your rod out to the right there.
Yeah,
like you're
right.
doing.
Ooh, that is fun, buddy. This
don't
feels
know.
like a real big fish.
It could be. It could even be a walleye, John.
Oh, I don't know, buddy. On a wacko?
Yeah. Oh, no, it's got
Oh,
a
a
smallie.
nice smallmouth. There you go, buddy. Whoa, there we go. Hey, I caught a fish. As I said earlier when you got in the boat, buddy, we struggled for 2 days. And I so much appreciate you coming and helping us out.
That's a beautiful fish.
What is that, about 4 pounds?
Yeah, he's right in that range.
Yeah.
So real
And,
nice
hey,
fish.
what do you think of trying the wacko with the old Kalin's weedless jig
Well,
on there, man?
obviously it worked. So
Yeah, that was
you're always the master of experimental. you
nice
know?
to catch a fish.
Yeah.
We were fishing Door County out of Sand Bay Beach Resort, a 2.5-hour drive from Milwaukee, 3.5 hours from Chicago, and 4 hours from Minneapolis.
The Kalin's Google Eye Swing Head features a wide base with a built-in glass rattle that puts off a lot of vibration and noise into the water. And the wide base allows it to not get snagged as much along the bottom. Check this out in 3 sizes and 3 colors.
The first thing that we're going to do today is attack panfish in the basin of the lake.
Just gives it a little extra flavor or smell.
Fishing jumbo perch in Devil's Lake, North Dakota. This is not too early to come out and catch walleyes, huh?
It's never too early.
This middle of May stuff for walleyes. It's cool.
It's a night and day difference putting the bait mate on.
This is ranked as one of the top smallmouth destinations in the world. And that bait mate does work, doesn't it?
It does.
August is a great time to come here. We're going to be targeting lake trout today.
Catch more fish all year long with Baitmate Fish Attractant. Check it out at baitmate.com.
The Kalin's Google Eye Jig features a built-in glass rattle that creates a deadly combination of sight and sound. Its shockwave rattle system has been designed to call fish in. The lifelike rattle reflects the light and adds a dimension like no other. Available in 2 styles and 13 colors.
It's hard to put our adventures on hold, but now is the perfect time to prepare for their return. Amsoil has your back with fast, free shipping, and ordering has never been easier. Just look up your vehicle, select your product, add an oil change to your cart, and check out. Spend $100 on Amsoil products, and shipping is on us. Order now at amsoil.com.
Look at Art again back there. All right, Art.
Art's killing me.
And Art's the big fish angler, right, Dale?
Oh yeah, he darn straight he is. He's put more big fish in the boat than I can even keep count of.
And he's really patient with that Ned rig too, isn't he?
Well, and John, I'll tell you what, and I'm not kidding, that's what makes Art as good as he is, because when it comes to his just tenacity to catch fish, you don't find anybody any better.
Look at Art.
Oh, that's a big fish, John.
That's a beautiful fish. Nicely done, Art. Hey, Art, talk to the camera. I mean, seriously, man, you do this 30 days a year because this is a thrilling deal out here, isn't it?
Absolutely.
I mean, that's a beautiful fish, Dale.
That's a giant, Dart.
Oh my gosh, look at the size of that. Dale, I know you don't like to talk about size, but that's 4.5, maybe 5.
Yeah, it's a solid 4.5. I mean, no doubt. It's 20 inches.
Okay. And Art, get in the shot there.
Okay.
And so Art, you're from Cedarburg, Wisconsin, right, buddy?
That's right.
And 30 days a year. Why do you keep coming back? I guess I can see why, huh?
Yeah, it's a world-class fishery.
That really is. And Dale, I'll tell you what, you've been doing this pretty much every day this year, haven't you?
Yeah, that's all I've been doing now. It's like it should be Wacky Smallmouth now instead of Wacky Walleye.
Yeah, beautiful fish, guys. And you know, as you look ahead to the rest of August, September, October, Dale, those are really good months to get up here, not for just smallmouth, but walleye too.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this is when, John, honestly, this is when we get into the best time of the season, and mainly because everybody's starting to hunt here real soon.
Folks, this little goby here that I snagged on my jerk minnow is one of the reasons that the smallmouth are getting so big up here in the Door County area. And Dale, they really feed heavily on these little gobies, don't they?
Oh yeah, John. I mean, that's really it's exactly what you said. It's what made these fish what they are currently today. I mean, up until that point, you know, they used to fish quite heavily on crayfish.
But the neat thing is, though, the gobies don't have a swim bladder, so they don't come more than, what, 2 feet off the bottom.
They're really
easy prey, right?
Yeah, and they really can't even elevate at all. Without that swim bladder, they just can't elevate. So, yeah, exactly. That's why it's such a tasty morsel for them, because they can't really get away.
I know. That was interesting. He hit once and came back again, huh?
Yeah, and you know, that's the thing, John. You want to get a net?
Yeah, get that clam up here, please, Blake.
That's the thing, too, you know, that I see a lot of people do, John, is they...
Give up on the fish?
Yeah, they give up on a fish, and here's a net. You never want to give up on a fish, and I encourage people, I tell my customers all the time, listen, when you get a bite and you miss a fish, you do not reel up.
Yeah.
You stay with it, because many of times they'll come right back, because you heard me set.
You went, oh darn it, and I missed him, but you kept the jigging going and you got him.
I'll tell you what, John, with these currents too, man, these fish feel 10 times bigger.
Oh,
now, this is still a big
that's
fish.
A beautiful bass there,
but
buddy.
They feel just huge.
Yeah, there you go. Nice job there, buddy. And that's a lesson to be learned, though, folks. And Dale and I have done that many times when we're walleye fishing. You'll get a bite and miss them, but you just keep that rhythm going, and a lot of times they'll come back and smoke it again, right?
Exactly.
And that's a good, boy, the average size of these fish today is incredible. Hey, look at that.
Go ahead,
He's got to write a book called The Art of Fishing. What do you think? There you go.
That was a good one,
Dale.
Oh, man. Like you say, he doesn't bother with the small ones, old Art, does he?
No, Art, are you kidding me?
Ooh, yeah.
He's the big fish. He's the big fish.
Here he comes.
He's what we call the hammer, John.
Art the Hammer. Way to go, Artski. All right, buddy. Turn around. They don't want to see the back of your head. There you go. Hey, Blake, look at that. Another jumbo.
That
hey, Art,
is a tank.
You were an ophthalmologist, an eye doctor all those years. Did you spend most of your time fishing or taking care of eyes?
Well, a little bit of both.
A little bit of both, yeah.
Breaking news from Fleet Farm. Check this out, folks. 20% off all musky baits on sale starting at $2.79. All musky baits on sale starting at $2.79.
Hey, Dale, here we go, buddy.
Oh, double up.
Art's got one on. Art's got one on, too. I got one on. Art's got one on. Double header, Art.
John,
keep yours coming. Keep yours
come
coming.
back here, and I'll double them up in the net.
Oh, Dad, come back here.
Whoa, what am I going to do
Come
here?
back here, Johnny.
Whoa,
Stay with him. Stay with him. Stay reel with him. You got to reel him.
Yell at me, man. I'm trying. I'm coming. All right. Art and the Gillespie together. Bring him over there.
Here, John.
Okay. Boy, they're strong fish.
Okay, I got John.
I got mine. All right.
Hang on, now I'll get Art's.
Art's is staying down.
You got a bigger than mine, don't you? Don't you?
I hope so.
Oh, yeah. It's
Army tank. Holy smallmouth bass.
Double it up.
Hey, what do you know? It's the art of fishing, right?
It's the art of fishing.
The art of
Look at
you
that.
got a big one there, pal. Now I thought I had a nice bass until I looked at yours there, Art.
John, I go through this all the time.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
he
it's just one fish after another. I always think I got a big one, and then Art sets the hook on another one.
That's because he was an eye doctor, man. He can see underwater, right? Yeah, you don't want those little ones biting, right? Boy, is that a chunk, Dale?
Oh, yeah.
That is a Slobosaurus, buddy.
Woo.
Yeah, that's a pushing 5, and that's a beautiful fish, too. Hey, give me an elbow. Nice job. Elbow.
Art.
Big fish.
There you go, all right.
I'll tell you what, folks, when it gets hot like this, about 88 degrees and not much of a breeze, and you've been out in the boat all day, there is one thing that you can do if you're smart and you have one in your boat, and it's called a Johnson Pump Washdown Kit.
It not only can clean your boat, but it can also cool down your guests. Watch.
Do it again. There you go. Get that Cub sign and keep going. There you go.
Wow, there we go.
That is refreshing, though, isn't it?
That feels good.
And that really is great for cleaning your boat. We use live bait in here, a lot.
Yeah.
And you get crawler stuff all around. It just gets it off like crazy. But now that is good for taking a shower in the boat, too.
It is, apparently.
Guess what, folks? You have a chance to win a Johnson Pump Washdown Kit. To enter is simple. Just go to facebook.com/Gillespie Fishing.
You know what? You do this every day, sometimes 2 trips a day, and this guy gets just as excited, in August as you did in May. You know that?
Oh, I know, John. Look at this one, John.
Oh, it's a tank.
This is a big fish, John.
Oh, I love that when you do the there. Okay, I haven't quite seen him. There he is. There he is.
Whoa!
Oh, I missed him, Dale.
Hang on.
Come on, Dad.
I'm trying. There we go. Holy ball moly, is that a big fish? I mean, that is a big butts fish, buddy.
There's another nice one there,
And
John.
you just bumped us out a little bit, man. And we've caught these fish in the last 5 minutes.
And just look at the build on these things,
yeah.
though. But I mean, that still is just an incredible. Anytime you can come out and get fish like this is what we call a world-class
World
fishery.
class. And I'll tell you what he does too, folks. He changes colors quite a bit, and that's a neat wacko color.
Yeah.
And hey, change it around if you're not getting bit. But hey, give me a pound
All
already.
right. Yay.
My dad expressed that he's a little too tired to cook dinner tonight, so I brought out the Johnsonville Sizzling Sausage Grill Plus. This is really awesome, folks. It's super simple, but makes very tasty Johnsonville brats in just 10 to 12 minutes. The Johnsonville Sizzling Sausage Grill Plus can also be used for breakfast with their interchangeable plates that can cook Johnsonville breakfast patties and links. While the Johnsonville sausages are cooking, I decided to make pasta. Once the sausages are done, I simply just cut them up, add them to my pasta, and add some red sauce, and dinner is done.
Ooh, does that look good? Homemade spaghetti with Johnsonville Italians. How long did it take you to make that?
Only 10 to 12 minutes.
Only 12 minutes to make those Johnsonville Italians and spaghetti? Folks, that is wonderful. Look for Johnsonville Italians at your favorite retailer today.
It's now time to announce this week's winners of the Fleet Farm John Gillespie's Waters and Woods 2020 Fishing Contest. This week's first winners, Rick Byer of Neenah, Wisconsin, caught this 12.5-inch bluegill on Lake Winnebago using a spin lure. Brian Pels of Kenosha, Wisconsin, boated this 42.5-inch northern pike on the turtle flowage using a daredevil. Josh Fider of Kiel, Wisconsin, caught this 42-inch king salmon on Lake Michigan using a spoon. Nate Heeman of Parkersburg, Illinois, boated this 38-inch catfish on Big Woods using a grub. And this week's first kid winner is Grayson Hamilton of South Beloit, Illinois, caught this 12.5-inch bluegill in Rockford, Illinois, using a jig and a plastic. And Sean Thomas of Eau Claire, Wisconsin, caught this 35-inch pike on the Peninsula State Park boat launch on a chatterbait. Each week, I shop online at fleetfarm.com to check out the latest deals. Check out what I found this week. Save $20 on the Frog Togs chest waders on sale for $69.99 and 20% off Rapella fishing apparel on sale starting at $15.99.
Hey, The art of fishing is going to catch a little one. He's saying that's little. That's a nice smallmouth bass there, buddy. He just wants the army tanks, Dale.
Yeah.
You know? That's not a bad smallmouth at all, Art.
It's a real nice smallmouth.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, Art,
not
what do you want?
small.
Everyone to be a 4 or 5 pounder?
Oh, yes.
I don't blame you, buddy. I mean, that's unbelievable. A 16th of an ounce jig with a wacko rigged Ned style. I mean, and you got to fish the 16th like super slow, right?
Yes, you do. In this water, you do.
And you got to have the boat in spot lock.
You bet.
Yeah. Hey, little Artsky, there you go. He's going to end our day. He is a champion angler, Dale, and there's nothing more beautiful, folks, than watching the sunset when you're up here in Sturgeon Bay. Ooh, there we go, Art. There you go, buddy. Way to go, man. What are you doing next week? We're going to need you. What? Can you make it?
Absolutely.
No, man, I'll tell you, you put on a clinic today. And Ryan, the photographer, said you're going to write a book, The Art of Fishing, and it's going to be 1 page, and it's going to say, hire a guide.
Yep, absolutely.
Hire Dale.
Yeah.
Nice fish, buddy. And we've caught all these fish, folks, in just a few hours this afternoon. And Dale, you saved our show, buddy. You know how much I appreciate that, man?
Not a problem.
Now, when you got to have fish, call Dale. Dale Stroschine guides all of Green Bay on a daily basis. For more information, give Dale a call. That phone number is 920-743-5731, 743-5731. Oh, Pete, I'm getting too old for this.
So, John, you haven't heard of Brian's Custom Steps?
Oh, Pete, those are awesome. How can I get a set?
Yeah, I love these big no-slip platforms, and they're made right here in Wisconsin.
For more information on Brian's Custom Steps, call 920-315-0333.
From the kennel to the coop, whatever the season, Fleet Farm has everything to keep your animals happy and healthy. Whether it's keeping the backyard birds well-fed season, mastering those retrieval skills season, or wondering who takes care of who season. There's a reason people say if Fleet Farm doesn't have it, you don't need it, because we have it all. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
Well, as usual, Dale Stroschein comes through in the clutch and pulls it out. But, you know, he owns Sand Bay Beach Resort, he and Karen. Why do you like it so much?
Well, it's one of my favorite locations ever. It has a beautiful beach, awesome rooms, and an indoor pool.
And I'll tell you what, folks, if you want a quick vacation, it's a perfect place to come. You got a beautiful sunrise view in the morning. And Sand Bay Beach Resort is only a couple-hour drive from Milwaukee, a couple hours from Chicago, and Minneapolis isn't far. So a great place to come, and beautiful scenery up here in Door County, and Dale Stroschein will put you on fish.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And folks, that is our show for today. Please join us next week. I don't know we're going to fish yet. We will find a place somewhere. Until then, I'm John Gillespie.
And I'm Blake Gillespie.
Hoping to see you enjoying John Gillespie's Waters and Woods.
Hey!